Good morning, and thank you, Owen Johnston, the treasurer of our beautiful Bayside Community Fund. We're just so excited to hear as much as possible and how we can possibly help you. So over to you. Welcome.
Thanks very much, Gail. Well, as you both know, the Bayside Community Fund has been running for maybe just a bit over 6 months, and we're very pleased to have your support as a local business already. In 6 months, we've raised over $20,000 for the local community. The idea of the fund was developed by Joan Pease, the member for Lytton, in consultation with Damien Lugg, the publisher of the Community Leader. And the idea is that we're raising donations that will be invested. The capital will be invested in perpetuity, and the interest from that capital will then be used to run a grants program which can help and sustain the local community. So this will be for people like charitable organisations like sporting clubs, welfare services, the arts, the environment groups, everything that makes living in this area, as enjoyable as we find it. So one of the great benefits of the fund is that all donations are invested in the Queensland Investment Corporation, which is one of Australia's major institutional investors. They've got 98 billion under management. So that means that, if you make a donation, you know that that donation is going to be professionally managed and managed forever. And you're getting the advantages of what's virtually a hedge fund. You're getting access to the income that a fund like that can get from major infrastructure investments and private capital, the kinds of things that mum and dad investors can't get. The Queensland Investment Corporation money is then overseen by the public trustee, so all donations, you feel secure that your donation is in good hands, essentially. It's a sub-fund of the Queensland Community Foundation, that is the Bayside Community Fund is a sub-fund of the Queensland Community Foundation, which was set up in the 90s, and it's got over 200 million in management. People realised that they needed somewhere for people who wanted to give, wanted to give back to the community, make some kind of lasting donation in a formalised and organised way that had that kind of security. So, there are sub-funds, quite a number of them, around Queensland. There's, the Gold Coast, there's Sunshine Coast, Toowoomba, there's North Queensland and so on. So the Bayside Community Fund is one of those.
And how do people contribute to this fund?
For the moment, you can go to the Queensland Community Foundation website, just Google that, and you can find the Bayside Community Fund there, and you can make a donation. It's fully tax deductible. We're in the startup phase. We've only been going 6 months, so we'll have our own website up very shortly. So you'll be able to go to that website and donate through that, and find out all the information through that as well.
Oh, that's excellent. And you mentioned that the beneficiaries of the fund, would they be individuals as well who are maybe down and out?
Absolutely. It'll mostly go to organisations. So, but it doesn't mean that individuals can't access that fund through, another organisation.
Sure.
And in fact, the Bayside Community Fund might even act in that way. So yes, individuals, will be able to, and certainly we want to target those who are less privileged in the community. There'll be guidelines published on our website for the grants program. We'd like to build up the capital a little bit more before we release our first grants program, so that we've got more money on hand. But it's a long game, and we intend to build this fund over many years, so that it will be quite significant in 5 years' time.
So will the fund basically be distributed in the local area, or is it all over the place?
Yes, it has to be for the benefit of people that live in the Bayside.
Yeah.
And the geographical boundaries of that are the Lytton electorate at this point in time.
Nice.
That's fantastic. That's I think as community, an agency like ourselves, we really do value that, because we support local, and it's great that we have that opportunity to give back. And what a fantastic opportunity here for us. So thank you so much. Owen, we wish you all the best of luck in the future, and our doors are always open, so we'll be supporting as much as we possibly can.
And thank you both for your support.
Thank
We really
you.
appreciate it.
That's our pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks very much.